cock 45 here, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to pull out of a holster. What did I tell you? Oh yeah, ooh, look at that orange follower. Isn't that pretty? I guess it's orange because we're in Tennessee, you reckon? Let's shoot some more, you want to? Woo! Bowling! Oh man, look at that. Look at that, it shoots. I'm gonna hit the gong just for that. No, got him that time on the last round. Yeah, Performance Center, Shield. New gun, anybody ever heard of a Shield before? Yeah, I think they've only sold about 1,000 million. No, I think they have sold 1 million of these things or more. So this one's the 45 Performance Center, and thought we'd show it to you and shoot it. Another excuse to shoot the Shield. It's all good. So yeah, the Shield, take a look at it. They had a party gun. By this time, most people are pretty familiar with the M&P Shield. Who are these made by? Is it Colt? No, I think it's Smith & Wesson, right? Yeah, the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield is one of the most successful, I guess, you know, small handgun, single stack. I guess it's single stack. This one is pretty much because it's 45, right? But it's one of the most successful little 9mm and 40s and 45s made on the market, and they're priced right. Now this one MSRP is over 600. The 45, the Performance Center, you know, porting and everything, it's a little higher. It's the M2.0, you know, model 2.0. So it's a little more expensive, okay? But it's a Shield and they work. There's not a lot that I'm going to tell you that's brand new, because, you know, the Shield is kind of a Glock. Talking about it these days, it's almost like talking about a Glock 19 or something, isn't it? Very well known. Many of you own them. If you don't own one and you're a shooter, I bet you know somebody who does. And I bet they've let you try it. I bet you fired one, even if you don't own one. If you're much into shooting, just my guess. Yep. So I've got one myself, and you know, it's not my favorite pistol, but I like it well enough that I had to own one. I've got the 9mm, and they're just nice guns. I tell you what, I'd like them a lot more if they fit my hand a little better. My biggest criticism is something that, again, may not be any criticism for you, although I have heard other people say the same thing, is that the grip is so narrow. It's so thin. It feels like, yeah, I mean, compared with almost any other gun like this, it almost feels like a mistake. Like, uh-oh, they messed this one up. They got it too thin, too narrow. Yeah. But if your hands are small, you don't think that. You think, great, someone finally got one perfect size for me, I guess. But it's just extraordinarily thin. And I tangle with myself. I thought, well, it's a brand new gun. You know, the 2.0 has the new grip and everything, which is pretty good. You get nice friction on that, unlike some pistols we've known, you've heard me talk about. So I didn't want to necessarily cover it up, and I mean, really, I don't know if I even have any Talon grips that'll fit the Shield. I might, but I mean, I was tempted to take a roll of duct tape, electrical tape, anything I have, Talon grip material or anything, and just wrap it around there about 8 times, because that's about what it would take for it to feel good to me, okay? If you told me, hey, guess what? Hey, Cock, you got to carry a Shield for the rest of your life. Well, I could make do with it, because I could tape that grip up, thicken it up, and make it feel, I could get it to where, I could Frankenstein it to where it would feel good to me. I've done that on several handguns, and then that solves pretty much the negatives for me with this pistol. So, pretty cool. It's ported. Before I get too hot and dirty, I'll open it up for you. You've probably never seen the inside of a Shield, right? The barrel is ported, and so is the slide. I wonder why. I think you had better port the slide if you're going to port the barrel, okay? If the barrel's going to be back in the slide. Now you'll see sometimes an extended barrel, it acts as a little bit of a compensator, and the porting is out on the part that never comes back into the slide, maybe. But yeah, so we got a porting on this one. We got what they call that finish, Armor Night. Okay, everybody's got a different name for their finish. Armor Night finish. And I think it's a 3.3-inch barrel. Look at that, 45 auto. It looks almost odd on this little pistol, doesn't it? So, 45 will never die. Let's face it. Too many people love the 45. Pretty nice, and I like the 45. And there you go. This is an option. If you just love the 45, you got to have a 45 or nothing. Well, you can have a modern, polymer pistol in it. All right. In fact, one of the most popular modern polymer pistols. Excuse me. Allergies getting me out here. I've been bush hogging. Y'all know what a bush hog is? Well, it's these pigs that hide out on the place, and you can always find them in the bushes. They're always in the bushes, okay? They're hogs, and they're always in the bushes, wherever the bushes are. Actually, that's not right, is it? That's a mowing machine that fits on the back of a tractor, all right? And that's what I use around here. All right, no more jokes, I promise. We'll leave those to John. All right, let's shoot something. Let's come out of the holster. Okay, I've got my dual holster here. I actually don't have a shield holster. I think shield fits a lot of the Glock 43 holsters and things. It's a little less contoured, the very front of the slides, a little thicker, so you may have trouble with some. Speaking of that, let's see if we have any trouble popping that gallon jug. Maybe that's what I should do, just point at stuff and then shoot it, not even talk. I should have shot the pot first. We'd have gotten a little more smoke out of it. You know what? It has a nice trigger. It really does. Nice break. This would be if you love a 45 and you like a shield, it'd be a good carry piece. The sights seem right on. See that stop sign? See the dot on it that hit? I'm going to hold right on that. Yeah, that was a bad shot. There, that's better. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just right on as far as windage and elevation, pretty much. In fact, when I brought it out and shot it for the first time, I'll brag on myself. There was a hit on one of these targets here, and I thought, well, let's see where the sights are. So I was, really focusing, trying to get some good let off, good shots, and boom, Where did I hit? I heard steel. I did it about 3 times very carefully, and I realized finally I was hitting the same spot. I couldn't even see it. So that's always not to brag, it's just always a really pleasant surprise, discovery when you bring out a different pistol you never shot before. Because, sometimes, they shoot higher than you like them. They shoot lower than point of aim. And occasionally they'll be off windage-wise. Usually it's elevation-wise. So anyway, now the only thing I have, again, with that thin grip is a tendency to want to pull it left or mess with that. That always messes with you. If you have a grip that's too thin for you, whatever size your hand is, it can cause you to tend to pull it left. And that's just a kind of a fact. Or right, depends whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Wrong-handed or right-handed, right? I know you lefties don't want people joking about your being left-handed, right? You get tired of that because you have a hard enough time in this world adapting to it, right? And tell me about it. Try it when you're 6'8". A few adaptations that you have to make, a few compromises, right? Okay. So, what else can I tell you about it? Nice pistol. You got your, we're clear. You got your front serrations on these new ones, the 2.0, and a nice finish. You got the better grip texture. It's got night sights. I didn't say, I know it's not night right now, but they still work. Okay, you have night sights. And I think maybe you have a better trigger on these Performance Center versions. Yeah, it's got a nice break, really nice break. I think you'd like it. So there's not a lot to hate about it. Now the porting, I'm not a fan of porting. I'm not sure how much that helps. I don't have another 45 to compare with it. And I'm sure I would probably have the same reaction I normally do when I compare porting versus non-porting. Maybe there's a little difference, but not enough to matter. So it's just up to you. I think with the Performance Center model like this, you get the porting. So if you want the other features, then you're going to have the porting. Okay, maybe whether you want it or not, I'm not sure. I think maybe it's available with a safety or no safety. So anyway, but a nice pistol. It's a Shield. The reputation precedes them, right? One thing I noticed, it's really hard to get the magazine in. If it's fully loaded, that says +1, but that's only when you have the +1 extender on it, okay, like this one does. So of course I tried to get that other round for a while until I figured that out. But I've discovered, well, you can get it in there, but boy, it's a lot easier to do it this way if you struggle with it, okay? So we'll go across the hill a little bit. The other day while I was shooting, I was hitting stuff over there, but I'll tell you what, I shot it some more again here before the video, and just like occasionally I'll brag on myself about shooting that I've done outside the video, just so you know how the firearm shoots. Well, today I can't brag on myself. John witnessed it. I was shooting blanks over there. I couldn't hit anything. I was trying the red plates like crazy. I was trying a hanging disc over there, the black one, and I shot, I know, 10 rounds at it, and I don't think I ever did hit it. So I'm struggling today for some reason, but it's not the gun. It's, the sights are pretty much on, and I couldn't figure out whether, maybe I just had my ears in too tight, couldn't hear some of the hits, but hope that's it. But I was adjusting my elevation and trying to get it on, so I don't know. I'm gonna try something bigger, like the Ram over there. Maybe I can hit it. Maybe I can't. Now I saw that went under. Okay. Okay. Whew. I think I hit it twice. Wow, I was beginning to wonder. So, I mean, it's not the pistol, it's just me, but, everything is me. It's the shooter. I got more bullets, don't I? What am I doing? All right, let's try these. I'll try the gong again. Okay, yeah. Got to hold up on them over there. I guess with that 3.3 inch barrel, you're losing some velocity of that big 45. So maybe a lot of my misses have been low. I've just not been able to see where they're hitting. I'm gonna try that Buffalo. I'm gonna hold up over his back just a little bit. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. That's where most of my misses are, I guess. Try that pig in the middle. Okay, I think I saw it one high. But it's going where I'm pointing. Yeah, I think it's going like just over it and that sort of thing. So I don't think you're going to buy this for long-range silhouette competition, of course, but still, it doesn't matter. The handguns, the size we've been showing for years are very accurate out at longer ranges, and just a matter of figuring them out. But anyway, it's a nice pistol, the Shield. My gosh, the aftermarket for these things, because they're so popular, will go on forever. With holsters, grips, ammo, sights. It's got nice night sights on it, and that's one reason it's $600 MSRP, a little more. So I don't know what you could find it for. Actual purchase might be closer to $5. I don't know, but they're just nice pistols. They really are. The trigger, break, and everything is not bad, not long, and then the trigger itself is not bad for a striker-fired pistol. Just fine, just fine. So it feels smooth. Let me shoot. Can I shoot one more time? Then we'll let you go. Okay. And again, it's not a big secret, this pistol. You've got so many of them out there, and gosh, I'll bet you every rental range has 2 or 3, because it's a very, very popular pistol. Why they wouldn't? Because they're not even very expensive, 9mm. And the non-performance center versions of them, there are sales on these things around at They almost give them away. Well, not quite, but priced very reasonably. One of the best guns for the money. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those reasons that, people advise you to look at guns like this. Not that we don't like High Point, they're fine. It's an issue of being able to save up a couple more bucks, and you can really get a mainstream firearm that does not serve as a boat anchor, I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. But again, the High Points work. Since I got off on that, I don't want to bash them too much, because they're all not boat anchors. Some of them are kind of reasonably sized. It's just in breaking them down and everything, you have a different process, and some disadvantages that a lot of people haven't discovered yet, I think, that buy them, put their 150 bucks down. But for a little more money, man, these shields are nice. Not this one. This one's not just a little more, because it's a performance center, 45 and all that, but night sights, porting, but they are nice guns in general. And this one just has a little more dressing up about it, okay? So I get to shoot a little bit more, and let's load it. One thing I never shoot, seems like, if I'm not careful, okay, it works, is the old tree, the old shooting tree. So let's pretend it's a bad guy, and I've actually got to focus. That's not easy. That's not easy. I've got to focus and hit something. All right, let's draw him out and see if I can hit that thing. All right, 45 slugs, knock it around, don't they? Stopped on the stop sign. So the Performance Center ported night sight shield in 45 ACP is a pretty nice offering. And for those of you, this is probably really high on some people's list. If you like the M&Ps pretty much, and you just love a 45, and the 9mm was the reason you didn't own a shield up to now, although the 45s have been out for a while. But this one's just a little different. Performance Center. So it could be exactly what the doctor ordered for you. It really is. And it's an attractive piece. I mean, I look at it pretty hard myself. I can fix that grip. I could wrap it up. I know somebody who is a serious gunman, trainer, who has mentioned carrying a shield in 45, quite a lot. So I mean, they're just nice pistols. So that's all I can say. I mean, the negatives are, I don't know. I think it's not as streamlined. The slide is some of the Glocks and some of the other smaller pistols like this. Again, the grip doesn't fit me, but that's about it. The biggest negative for me. So nice pistol. And if you're thinking about buying a firearm like this in this category, you definitely want to try a shield. Okay, you definitely want to try it. And if you have small hands, you really want to try a shield. And if you have big hands, you still might like it. You can fix the grip. There's things you can put on there. Like I've had firearms, a couple of firearms with two layers of Talon grips on them. So there's things you can do. All right, you can fix that. You can be your own manufacturer, right? Just don't make it full auto. Don't put a automatic sear in it, and you'll be fine if you're just messing with the grips, okay? So I'll let you go. Glad you came out. We appreciate your support. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. Really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.